Hello, children. Hope all of you and your loved ones are all safe at home. Children, whenever we go out visiting anywhere, we like to buy things that will remind us of this particular place when we go back home. Today's lesson is about a girl, Siley, who goes on a school trip to the moon. Here in this lesson, we will see all the experiences and all the things that she does on this trip. The souvenir. With the tip of her nose pressed to the window of the space shuttle, Siley sat gazing at the view outside for so long. Still, she didn't seem to be contented. She had read the description of this view several times before and had seen the scene on the video too. But this was different. Reading the description was one thing, watching the pictures and videos captured by the camera was another. But getting an opportunity to view that amazing panorama with your own eyes, being present physically right in the midst of it, was indeed an out of the world experience. No matter how long she sat gazing, her awe and wonder did not seem to abate. Souvenir means thing that is kept or bought as a reminder of something. Space shuttle, the airborne transport used to go to the moon. Contented, happy, gazy. Look steadily and intently. Description, a spoken or written account of a person, object, or event. Captured, recorded. Awe, capacity to inspire. Abate, become less. Out of this world means not found on earth. And also extraordinary. Panorama means a very wide view. In this first passage, it tells us that Siley is sitting in a space shuttle and is looking out the window. She is inspired and impressed with the view that she sees outside the space shuttle's window. The earth gradually appeared to get smaller and smaller in the sky. The azure blue sky was now looking jet black. The clouds had disappeared. The stars were shining bright. This trip to the moon was exorbitantly expensive, but still Siley's mother had sent her on the trip. In our childhood, we could not even think of such long distance trips. The longest trip meant going to Europe. If you are getting this opportunity, make the most of it, said Mummy. Oh, Mummy, Neha's grandmother was saying that in their childhood, the longest trip for school children used to be only up to Delhi or Kolkata. It seems so funny, isn't it? Said Siley laughing. Remembering the incident made her laugh even now. So as the space shuttle moves away from the earth becomes smaller and smaller. The clouds disappear and stars shine brighter. This trip to the moon was expensive, but still, Siley's mother sent her on the trip. When her mother was a child, the longest possible trip was to Europe, and when Neha's grandmother, Neha is Siley's friend, was a child, the longest trip for school children was to Delhi or Kolkata. Now let us look at some meanings. Azure means sky blue color, opportunity, a time or set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. Exorbitantly, excessively, expensive, costing a lot of money. Now the shuttle was getting closer and closer to the moon. Then it started orbiting the moon. In every 32 minutes, the shuttle completed one revolution round the moon. Light and darkness followed each other in quick succession. The dome-shaped settlements on the moon, which resembled the igloos of the Eskimos, were now visible. After some time, Siley's shuttle made a slow, measured, and safe landing on the moon. The door of the shuttle was opened, and the children were escorted through an airtight tunnel to the settlement at the Neil Armstrong base. The receptionist at the entrance to the base gave some instructions at the very outset. Orbiting means moving around another object, generally a star or a planet. Revolution, the movement of an object in a circular course around another or about an axis. Igloos, Eskimo house, Eskimos, they are indigenous people inhabiting northern Canada, Alaska, Greenland, and eastern Siberia. Escorted means guided, airtight, not allowing air to escape or pass through. Measured, steady or firm. Receptionist, a person who greets and deals with visitors. Now the space shuttle is pretty close to the moon. It takes 32 minutes to complete one revolution or going round the moon. Because the space shuttle was going round it, it was quickly turning light and dark, meaning night and day, and very soon the settlements on the moon became visible. The settlements resembled igloos. Finally, the shuttle landed and the children were then taken through an airtight tunnel to the settlement at the Neil Armstrong base. At the entrance, the receptionist gave some instructions. At the very outset means in the very beginning. The receptionist gave some instructions. I welcome you all to the Neil Armstrong base. To make your stay on the moon pleasant and comfortable, I would like you to take certain precautions. Listen carefully to my instructions and please follow them during your stay. You know that the gravitational force of the moon is 1/6 that of the Earth. In the human settlements on the moon, a gravitational force equivalent to that of the Earth has been artificially maintained. But outside those settlements, the gravitational force of the moon is at work. You will have to be extremely careful when you roam around there. The second point to remember is related to shopping on the moon. You all must be interested in carrying souvenirs back home from the moon. Please buy the articles only from the shops which are inside the dome-shaped settlements. There you will be assured of genuine articles. Do not buy anything from the unauthorized shops outside the settlement. I wish you a very happy and pleasant stay on the moon. Let us look at some meanings now. Pleasant, likable, precautions, steps taken in advance, something dangerous or unpleasant. Comfortable, providing physical ease and relaxation. Gravitational force, force that attracts any two objects with mass, artificially, by means of human intervention rather than naturally. Genuine, truly what something is said to be. Unauthorized, not having official permission or approval. So children, in this passage we see that the instructions are given by the receptionist. So what are the instructions? The first is about the gravitational force of the moon, which is 1/6 of Earth. In the human settlements, the gravitational force is artificially maintained. But outside, it is not so. So everyone has to be careful when they go outside the settlements. The second instruction is regarding shopping. Anyone who wants to shop should buy from the shop inside the dome-shaped settlements. Inside the settlement, we will get genuine or real articles. The receptionist makes it clear that they should not buy anything from the unauthorized shops outside the settlement.